Today's tutorial in the Govee Home app, we're going to go over finger sketch. All right, so just to make sure that you understand when it comes to your devices, for me personally, I have my ODLs in here in my device list, and that is 3 different types of my Govee outdoor permanent elite lights. So they're like strand lights, string lights, if you will, and 2 of my controllers are on one side of the house, and clear on the other side of my house is the other controller. So one of the things to know about these is when you're trying to connect to them and change them, maybe if you're standing outside or whatnot. If I go back to my home screen here, I have my group of them right here. Okay, see all outdoor lighting. I have those 3 in here. And you're going to see up at the top, I'm going to be able to connect to 2 of them, but my one in the middle, ODL2, I'm not going to be able to do that because it's connecting to Bluetooth, all right? So I can't change all of my lights at the same time. So take it from me, when you're putting your lights up, try to get all of your controllers in one spot. But you can still control these lights via Wi-Fi, all right? So you go into device and you individually click into the device, and then you can change it that way, all right? So we're gonna start in finger sketch here, and I've already started, you'll see here at the bottom, I've already started kind of a Christmas kind of look. I'm gonna go out of that for just a moment and show you another one that I have set up in one of my other strings of lights here. And this one, you'll see here, this is like a patriotic one, right? For Election Day coming up. You could use this for 4th of July or Memorial Day or something like that. But I did like a red, white, and blue here. And I'm going to go back to that other one once again. We're going to go into finger sketch. And we're going to go ahead and go over some of the things in here and how it works, okay? So you want to have your lights in front of you when you're doing this, most likely, but again, I have 3 sets all around my house, and here is the full strand down here, this kind of like U shape, if you will. I'm going to go ahead and right now I'm on the pencil, which allows me to tap anywhere on this strand, and I can turn on and off lights individually. I'm going to start all over by clicking this little broom on that same line, and I'm going to confirm, and that's going to get rid of everything. So I can start from scratch, a totally clean slate. You can also use, right beside the pencil there, you can use that eraser. If you make a mistake, you can go in and individually erase like one of the lights or one of the lights you turned on, you didn't want, or so on and so forth. Under that, you're going to see your different directions that you can have these things go. You can have them go clockwise, counterclockwise. You can go in a cycle. You can do a gradient, a twinkle, a breathe, and then you have your speed under here. So for me, I want to be able to control all of my lights individually and do different things in different areas of my house and different, on the peaks, maybe I want the peaks to be blue and the side of my house to be red, white, and blue, which I'll show you a picture of that. So let's go ahead and start with doing something very simple for Christmas. Let's just simply do red and green, okay? So I'm going to start with my background color here. This is turning everything off, all right? So you're starting from absolute scratch. You don't want a background color, for example. But if I turned on the green and I did all green here, and then I did my fill color as red, that's going to make it look like my red. If I decide to go ahead and, I want to do every 3 here. There you go. So I got a couple there. So if I actually turned my speed up and I decided to go clockwise or something like that, this would actually, all of them would be green, but the red would look like it's moving throughout this entire strand. That's what that would do. All right. So I don't want to do that. I want to start with a complete background of nothing. I don't really want a background. I just want every other one to be red and green, and that's literally it. So I'm just going to use that fill color, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do green for 3, red for 3, green for 3, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so there we go. We have all of our pattern here, 3 green, 3 red, and what we're going to do here is have the speed clear down to 0, and we're going to put it on gradient. and just leave it on that. And that's going to make all of the lights simply stay still. They're at 100% brightness here, and that's it. Now, if you wanted to do this where maybe like, your peaks are all red and the rest is all green and that sort of thing, and just have them be a static color, this is kind of how you would do that, all right? Now, if you want to make these move, you can make them look like they're going like green, red, green, red, green, red by hitting clockwise and turning up your speed a little bit, all right? So once you have created a finger sketch, the next question is, well, how do I save it? It's pretty simple. It's right here, this little green button that you can actually move around and move out of your road if you need to. But you're simply going to click it, and then you can name this. So I'm just going to call this RG for red and green, test 1. And I'm going to confirm that. All right, so now where do you go and find it? And that's pretty simple too. So if I go in here and I, make something else, maybe I make a blue here, or, yellow down here, or whatever, I did something different. You can go back and find that sketch simply by going to more and hitting the snapshot, and then you can find it in here. So you can edit it from here. There it is in the top left. So red, green, test 1. You can apply that to the lights and you can edit it as well. So that's where you would find your snapshots. They're under more. All right. So it's really that simple. That's how you do a finger sketch and do something custom with your lights. Hope you learned something here, and if you did, give me a follow, give me a like, or if you have questions, leave me a comment.